All right, guys. Good morning. Cyndi Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have my friend and amazing client, Miss Joy from Moonjoy Travel. Joy, how are you today?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm really good. I'm looking for your special button. You know I have it here.
Yes.
Yay! We're saying
Yay!
congratulations to Joy because she is graduating from Careers on Vacation. How does it feel?
Amazing.
It's quite a journey, right?
It is quite a journey, and I'm feel very confident that I can do this now. Without your course, I don't think I would have this confidence level.
Oh my gosh, I know. I think getting into the industry before COVID, right, is a different story than after COVID because there's just a lot more complication. But I love the journey that you've been on in the past 12 weeks. So I want to just invite you on and kind of talk about that today. If you wouldn't mind sharing with everyone, where were you before finding Careers on Vacation and where are you in your journey now?
Before I found Careers on Vacation, I was working in a construction business, had no thought of actually doing travel agency until I one day was like, I need something more in my life. And in that process of something more in my life, I got to researching and I found you and kind of obsessed over all of your YouTube videos for many, many, many days. And then did the master class and was like, I think this is a thing that I can and want to do. And so I just jumped in all the way.
I love it. And where is your business today?
Today I am fully open. It's been a slower process. I got sick for a while during the class, and then I had some personal life things that happened in the last month. So things have been slow, but I'm open. I am officially ready. Have my mind open to do just the travel. Hopefully within 6 months or so, I'll be done with my full-time job and be able
Yay!
to 100% do travel.
A whole new season. And look, in 12 weeks, yes, you might have had some setbacks with being sick and those pieces, but you still have a brand new business in less than 12 weeks. That's insane. So kudos.
Amazing, absolutely
It's
amazing.
it's crazy. And your logo turned out so cute. I don't know if you guys can see it behind Joy's shoulder there, but I just love how the Moonjoy Travel logo turned out.
Thank you.
What do you feel like have been your biggest wins or celebrations since taking the program?
My biggest win is successfully doing this business, opening it up and
Mm.
doing it on my terms, in my way, with my dreams ahead of me, my goals.
I love it. And just have, doesn't it feel different to have that freedom and that autonomy? Like you said, you were working in a construction business, and then day one, you're like, oh, I'm the boss. I get to make all the decisions, right?
Yes, all the decisions. And I can do it from anywhere. I go to Arizona several times a year, and the fact that I can just throw my laptop in my bag and work from anywhere is amazing.
I love that so much. Yeah, I feel like people always say, I want to get into it for the money or for the whatever. But like for me, it's always been about the freedom, like of being able to pick up the kids and go to, like, you go to Arizona, I go to Florida 3 months at a time because our business can travel with us. It's like such an empowering thing to like take control. And I feel like too, post COVID, so many people got to like work from home and they got a taste of that freedom. I feel like we have a rash of people in the program that are like, I want to find something I can do on my terms and on my schedule. And I think it's a beautiful thing that people are waking up to their own potential and like doing that. So I love it.
Yes, for sure.
Talk to me a little bit about, one of the things in our program that we have in every corner weaved all the way through is mindset for the purpose of getting you results as you go through the program and as you continue on as a graduate. How did the mindset work impact you in either your life or business?
I wanted to quit the program several times just out of my own self doubt, not thinking that I
Mm,
could do this, not thinking that I could make it. And every time I got to that point to where I'm giving up, Brandon would show up, or one of the crew would show up, one of the coaches would show up immediately and bring me back in and make me realize that I'm doing this for nobody but me,
yeah.
and I'm the only one that can fail me. And once I realized that and grasped that, I was able to wake up the next day full force, ready to go. working full time, single mother, it was a lot. It was a
Yeah.
lot to do. And doing this course, the blessing of this course is between the mastermind to set you right and the your own pace factor. It's the only way
Yes.
I was able to make all of this work.
Oh, I love that. And I love that you brought up like reset to refocus, because there are days, this is not an easy career. Like people, I think, just think, oh, it's booking travel. I book travel for myself. It is not the same thing, right? Like when you
Not at
start
all.
taking on clients who have larger budgets and different expectations, and just because you travel a certain way doesn't mean other people. So it is a whole thing that you need to learn best practices wise. And that's why we have that in the program, because it's really to hand hold. And I feel like why our program, matched up against anything else out there, it's why we have so many, like nobody can touch our amount of case studies. We have like, I think you might be the 160th or 165th or something like that case study, which blows my mind. But I know the only reason that we can do that and can claim that is because we have that human element of, I know you're feeling this way. I felt that way at one point too. Here's what you do. Or having that, being able to post in the group and get a question answered, being able to do all those things. I feel like it's that human element. And I loved what you brought up about like being the single mom and having a job, because we have college students in the program. We have nurses who are still working in the middle of this pandemic thing. We have an attorney in the program. We have all different walks of life, right? We have everything from hairdressers to from the construction company to I just interviewed homeschooling mom of 17 years, right? So everybody comes from a little bit different background, but the power of it is you can do the class at 1:00 in the morning if you want on the online system, and you can do those pieces, but you can show up to the live sessions, or you get the replays to the live sessions, or at any point you can kind of like ask questions. And having that coach meeting with you at the beginning, middle, and end of the program to make sure that you're progressing in a way that feels good to you, because everyone's on a different timeline. So I love that you brought that up, because it is one of those things where people are like, do I have enough time? Can I fit it? Completely on your schedule. Like we're here whenever you need us, and kind of from that perspective. Joy, take me back. I feel like everybody who watches these, and I'm laughing because I'm looking at you through the screen, who's on video 572 at this point, which is fine. Some people watch every single case study before they reach out to us. Good. You should vet whoever you're working with. But I'm reaching out to that person who's like been watching the videos, and they're like you. They're like, oh, I would love to be a travel agent. I would love to have my own thing. I would love to quit whatever I'm doing now, or at least transition and start my path. When you found us, what was that process like for you? Is there anything you had to overcome, or decisions you had to make, or what was the process of deciding to start with us? What did that feel like to you, for you personally?
My decision process was, am I ready to finally do something for myself and put everybody else's thoughts, concerns aside? I had to I wrote down all of my doubts. And I looked at all of my doubts, and one by one, I checked them off with, that's not a valid reason to not do this. And once I got to 0 reasons to not do this, I literally jumped in and said, okay, this is in my mid 40s, my teenage daughter is going to be off to college in a year and a half.
Oh, I can totally relate to that.
What am I going to do with the rest of my life? I mean, I need to do something, and having a business to wake up to and to be excited about every morning has given me new life in my 40s.
Yes, we're in the same age group, right? And I think, it's that, you tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like as women, it's so much harder when earlier in my career, especially like now I'll buy stuff to help me no matter what. But early in my career, it was like, oh, I shouldn't do that because the kid's college, or because like we always put ourselves last. And I finally realized like, this isn't like buying a fancy purse or a nice pair of shoes or even a nice car. Like this is something I'm investing in to make my business better, to make me better so I can grow. And then the result of that is I will have more money for college, or I will be able to do XYZ. And I think it's that shift of like, is especially like as a single mom, because you're in that place where you're like, I am making this decision for my whole family, right? Do you feel like that with like as women? I mean,
1,000%. I've always put everything aside because I need to do this. I need the job security. I need the
Yep.
medical insurance. I need the yada, yada, yada. Well, now I've realized that I need to do this for me, for my enjoyment, and to teach my daughter that
I
at
was just
any
gonna
time in
say, yep.
life, she can choose to do what's right for her, no matter what
Yes.
anybody says.
That is my favorite thing that anyone has said to me all week long. Because as you were saying that, I was like, you don't teach your kids to follow their dreams by telling them to do it. They do
Exactly.
what you model for them. So when you go chase that thing, or you say, I'm worthy, I'm valuable, I'm gonna try this thing, right? They learn from that, right? And I did an interview with my daughter. She's just about 16 now. But about a year and a half ago, I did an interview with her, and it really surprised me because we didn't like go through the how she was going to answer stuff. And I said, what did you think when we got rid of that other business and it was like so risky, and we just, because I went through that process too. Like, we sold another business off. I had Tripsy, which was doing great, but we didn't have Careers on Vacation yet. But it was my dream to have it. And I was like, what did that feel like for you when we like sold our house and we did all this stuff and we went, we just kind of decided we were going to do this no matter what. And she's like, well, it just taught me to follow my dreams, and like, you can do everything. Look what you've done now, Mom. And I was like, oh. Because that, at the end of the day, whether the business was successful or not, I taught my kids, like, if you have a dream, you better go get it. Like, like, no matter the cost, whatever it takes, like, those are the things that like carried out. That's such a beautiful thing. I love that, Joy. And
Absolutely.
that's like the best of that. Like, we're going to give you a teach you how to be a travel agent, teach you how to run your business, but this is like the good stuff, like the life-changing stuff, right? I love that. What do you want to say to that person who is kind of in the position you were just 12 weeks ago, where they're like, I know I would love to work and travel. I'd love to have my own business. I'd love to maybe do this from home or while I travel the world, but they're just on the fence about getting started with Careers on Vacation. Now that you've been through the program, what would you tell that person when they're in that consideration phase?
Do what I did. Write you a list of all your doubts, check it off, and realize that they are just doubts and that you can overcome every one of them, and that there's so much more out there when you do this. Go through the program, take every single thing you can from the program, and have a successful business. Do all of the things. If you don't do all of the things, you're not going to win, and you need to do all of the things.
Yeah, we don't do the work for you. We're going to tell you everything you need to know, but you do have to do the actual work in the program. Make sure you're committed to that. So last question, Joy, would you recommend Careers on Vacation to someone, and why?
1,000%. It's not just teaching you how to be a travel agent. It is teaching you how to organize your life. It's teaching you marketing. It's meeting new people, new friends, digging in and getting your goals set and answered. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without this program, and I think everybody that is in the travel agency business should go through the program at least once.
Oh, I love it. Well, Joy, you have been a pleasure in the mastermind. I want to tell all of you that are out there, and maybe you're in the spot Joy was just 12 weeks ago. This is how Joy started her journey. She took our free masterclass, which actually, let me give you the link for that first. Go over and get the free masterclass. That's a great place to start. It's called the 5 Shifts to a 6-Figure Travel Business and Beyond. And if you're thinking, is this industry for me? That's a great place to start. And then if you know you're ready, though, apply for the program. Just apply for a discovery call. You can go to careersonvacation.com/ready now. The first step is just to have a conversation with you, just like we did with Joy, to say, tell us what your goals are. Why do you want to do this? If we feel like we can really help you and you are a match for the program, then we will invite you to apply and we'll walk you through the application process. If not, you got some clarity and we're still going to give you some great tips and you'll be in better shape either way. So, Joy, what was the discovery process like for you?
It was great. I did the masterclass and immediately I was ready to go. And then as soon as we got on the discovery call, she was very understanding in where I was going, and she was very ready to help me and walked me through the process and told me to just take a deep breath and go.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Joy, I'm so excited. I mean, you've made such progress. You have the coolest logo. I just love it so much. And I cannot wait to see what Moonjoy Travel does in the year to come. As you know, I am your cheerleader for life. And I want to thank you for trusting us with helping you with your business. and you're just going to the grad group. You're not going anywhere far. So thank you for joining us today, Joy.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm going to put all the links below. If you have any questions, you can put those below too. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, Joy. Bye, everybody.
It's calling me, like the rainbow, It's calling me, like the rainbow.
Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.
It's calling me.